What is up, everybody? I look really short. I look like I'm sat on the floor.
Lower the camera, that'll help.
What is up, everybody? I love you guys in the chat. I was just reading through that as the trailer was going. That's so cool. So funny. Yes, Marty's fired again because he's fucking not here again.
He hasn't messaged. Yep. He hasn't even messaged.
Yeah,
so hold on. Everybody just dropped Marty a load of shit on his messenger for not being.
Oh wait, hold on. Marty said he's trying. Hold on, I got him right here.
You got him.
I'm trying to get on. Where are we? But something is wrong with my internet. I'm rebooting everything now, so I might be late. Okay, so he'll be here.
Excuses.
So yeah.
Wonder if he's been lighting those candles again.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, anyway.
I just want to say I'm happy. This is my first show back in like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So with the exception of our little get together last Sunday that was not on air, which was super fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. I have been away for like a month, so I'm happy to be back.
It's gone quick in a way, but then thinking about it hasn't. That's a long time. That's four shows.
For me, it drove me nuts. I love doing this show. I have so much fun. It's like one of those things. I mean, granted, it was super awesome spending time with the fam and everything like that. I wouldn't trade that for anything. But this show, it made me realize how much I appreciate and love not only the show, but you guys and everybody in the comments and everything like that. I straight miss it when I can't do it. So thank you guys very much for being here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because especially you guys in the comments, it's what makes the show. Like even just like I said, reading there as the trailers going, reading you guys going back and forth. It's fucking brilliant. Like it's certainly we may be like 1,000 miles away from each other, but it brings everybody together and makes everybody's week. It's like it's a good way to start the weekend.
It is. It's like even Chantel last Friday was rough. She was left to her own devices. Do you have any idea how dangerous and irresponsible that is? Chantel, I'm going to get married. And thank you, Bone. I appreciate that.
Yes, so welcome back, especially you, Hefty. Welcome back, and happy Easter.
Happy Easter to everybody.
If you can see it, my little Easter bunny in the background,
or Passover, whatever y'all celebrate. Hope you eat lots of good
like
food.
A little red eye. There is an evil Easter bunny in the background.
Oh, I see. I'm like looking in your background.
On the screen. No, on the screen. Not in our background. No, on the screen is.
I'm an idiot. I was looking for. Okay, carrying on.
I don't know. You heard better. That one. Oh no!
Whoa! Hey, I'm small. Oh, there we go.
No. Oh no! Never mind. Let's leave that before I break it.
Can't do that, Tom. It's that one, isn't it?
No, it's not that one.
That one.
Cinema layout.
No.
Picture in picture. No. We're
this is why you guys tune in. Technical problems.
Any dedicated show?
Yeah, so every week, obviously, it's a dedicated show. This week's my good buddy, Simon. You guys probably don't know much about him.
AKA Sam.
I call him Sam. Long story about that. He's my buddy.
Know his name, basically.
He's my buddy I train with in the gym sometimes. He's a real top lad. It's his 50th birthday today.
Hey, cheers. Happy birthday.
If you are watching or
Salmon.
If you do
Salmon.
listen. Simon.
Salmon.
Happy birthday, buddy. He's currently in Skegness. I probably got that wrong. Having an absolute skinful. So enjoy it. And I'll see you next week in the gym. Right, so this week we are going to talk about
in the changing room, right, Tom? Yikes!
Oh, you don't know how funny that is. We'll talk after the show.
Oh wait, so Kerry. Wait, Chantel is asking where Kerry is. Weird. That sucks. Kerry is not. She hurt her back.
Are we freezing or are you freezing?
I guess I am. Hello?
Yeah.
What's going on tonight? Is it us or is it you? It might be us.
It wasn't us.
My internet's not. Anyway.
Hefty, he's on potato internet.
Yeah, he's on potato.
Carry her back so she won't be on.
No.
She's hurt her back. Bless her, Kerry.
She's dedicating the show to Kerry.
There's only so many people I can dedicate.
Got to dedicate
to Kerry as well.
For her back.
I need to get a list of dedications for each freaking show.
That's a good idea. We should come up with that off air.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
That's actually a good shout. Yeah. So poor old Kerry, bless you. She's watching the show. She's in the comments. She has her back, so she won't be on time. So Kerry, get well soon. I hope Dave's looking after you. I'm sure he is.
I care, Kerry. You know Tom does.
I'm sure. Of course we care. I'm sure they make up the times you looked after him. There she is. She's in the show.
There she is.
But yeah, so this could be a very limited show because, like, no offense to us, but our knowledge is pretty shit.
Hang on. My knowledge is better than your knowledge.
Yeah, true.
Because it was my topic.
I'm just gonna sit and I'll just bring up pictures like I usually do, and you can just chat.
It's a good topic. When I was told what the topic of the show was, I thought it was a genius idea because it's one that we haven't really done yet, and I have those places like scare the hell out of me, man. Like asylums, like any institutional place where there's like a lot of like just emotion and just raw energy, man. Like, and I've been in both, dude. Like. You feel it. There is something about the air in there, and especially insane asylums. I mean, I've never been in an insane asylum. I've been in psych wards, but I mean, dude, it's very intense, man. So I don't know. I was using my hands a lot.
The atmosphere, that's what I think. I was like with these places. It is a lot of the time it's down to the energy. Anywhere where there's masses of energy, whether it be good, bad, or whatever. It creates an atmosphere and it creates that energy that produces activity. I'm a massive believer in that.
Probably a lot of confused energy as well, though, considering because obviously a lot of the people that were in asylums had some sort of special needs or were targeted women that basically needed to be hushed.
Yeah, but a lot of it as well. Like sometimes I'm sure there's a lot of cases where people put in there when there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
and especially back in the day. When they just needed like guinea pigs to try out things on, and you know when you look at the state, which I'm sure we'll delve into in this, if you look at a lot of the barbaric treatments that they would go into back in the days, there's an orbital ocular one that I don't want to talk about right away in case you guys want to get into that later. But I mean, you look at what they were doing, and you look at what the Nazis like Joseph Mengele were doing, and you wonder where is the line drawn. Yeah. You're doing horrible experiments to people who don't necessarily, and they did it in the name of science, so that's crazy. Man.
No, this is it. It's insane that is it. Like these places, they did start off as basically prisons for people that were either mental disorders or just to get rid of some people that they just didn't like. Like you was a bit abnormal, or
a lot of the time as well.
You was in a prison pretty much.
Especially for women, it was because basically the women would have an inheritance and maybe land, and the man would need to get rid of the woman in order to basically claim the inheritance.
Oh yeah, it's basically a place where people could just disappear.
We throw people away to forget it. It's like an oubliette. It's a place where you throw people to forget about them.
Exactly, and nowadays we call them prisons as such, because asylums don't exist anymore technically.
You can call them clinics now, I suppose.
Yeah, but
like mental health clinics, or like I said, psychiatric wards, because it's not, it's compartmentalized. Like you'll have buildings that are devoted to it, and then you'll have like subsections of hospitals or other. At least here in the States, you'll have like a hospital will have like the ER unit, like the triage ward or whatever like that, and then there'll be a psych ward as well on like a different floor or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's exactly the same here. You do have those sort of places where people that do have like sort of like mental problems do get treatments as such, but that's what they class. It's gone from like when it's first all this started in like the 1800s. It was a case of, like we said, it's they were just thrown in there, and it was just like four walls, and that was it. It's a prison. It was a holding cell for mentally ill people. But then they started classifying them as patients, and then it started the deinstitutionalization in the 1950s and 60s, and that was when they started getting rid of asylums because of
for now,
it was classed more as a patient, and there's more treatments for it.
Now, especially, a lot of the asylums are getting knocked down and turned into housing complexes now.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm sure they do a lot in America as well, don't they?
Say again, I'm sorry?
And they do that a lot in America as well, don't they? Turn them into like flats or like...
I don't know what a flat is. I know what an apartment is.
Okay,
I'm only teasing. It's flat. Yeah, I guess they could. I don't know. I would assume so. I mean, it'd just be repurposing materials. So I mean, I'm sure they do to some degree.
Even a shopping mall, Tom.
I know there's places here.
Or a shopping mall. Yeah, there we go. That's very American.
Just helping out there.
There is a place here. They've actually turned a prison into a hotel. You can stay in this prison as a hotel, and it's really like luxurious what they turned into. So maybe that's an opportunity, business opportunity. If someone who's listening.
There is one we're going to talk about that actually was turned into a housing estate.
Yeah, that was an urgent. We'll get on that there definitely.
But we thought we'd delve into asylums, a little bit of the medical side, and then also,
like you're saying, some of the stuff
to finish it off, the Russian
sleep
experiment, which is more of an
which I was going to say I'm unfamiliar with that, so I'm excited to learn. I got my learning.
I know a bit more about that.
You would love it. There's no. Yeah, we'll get into that anyway.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, these asylums, when they did put these people in there, like for a couple of centuries, they did some horrific treatments on these people, which were completely ignorant of science and medicine. It was a case of like you were just playing with bodies, basically. Stayed like that a few years ago. We live on one now, like that.
No, we don't.
It's like
it's got
around here sometimes. Jesus.
It's got like a crematorium, like that was on the street along here.
Yeah, Mum's house on a crematorium, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, they did some crazy, and I think that's a big thing, like you said about the energy. When you're doing these basically torturous experiments on people, it's creating that horrific energy that the people might go and the spirit might go, but that energy will still be there, creating that negative atmosphere and that negative. It doesn't go. It's like when people have an argument in a room and you walk into that room, you can feel the atmosphere.
Yeah, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, you know. You don't even have to have been there. You know that there's negative energy. It's weird. It's almost like your sixth sense thing, isn't it? But yeah, like you say, they've been sat empty now. They are unfortunately knocking a lot of them down. I'll go into a few of them that we found. Some of the most famous ones.
First picture.
I'm
a picture person tonight, aren't I? Yeah, forgot about that.
Picture person. Just Amy's willing away at you, bud. Oh man, look at her. She couldn't be prouder.
I'm the picture guy tonight.
Got to remind him, you say.
Oh,
that's right.
I can't even get the first picture.
Oh, Tom, that was a huge piece of lasagna, dude. I would have eaten that whole thing. Marty's nuts. Marty's an idiot. I would have eaten that whole thing.
I was going to say,
I know, Marty said he couldn't eat. Like, that's normal.
Last me for days. I'm like, bro, like, how's that? Anyway, we're getting wet.
I bet you were just trying to make yourself feel bad, because I guarantee you to clean that up.
Yeah. I would have eaten that whole damn thing.
No, he has to eat his veg platters, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, he's raw veg and lasagna. Anyway, so this one is St. Augustine Asylum, very famous place. I'm sure it's been on a lot of shows like Ghost Adventures. I'm sure they did this one. Many people have been here. It's also known as it is in Kent, in England.
Okay.
So this is one of ours, one of the British ones. We haven't got many. This is one of the British ones. It's open from 1876 to 1993, the year I was born, funnily enough. It was for 117 years. It's home to an immense amount of human suffering. In the 1970s, a nurse at the asylum teamed up with a local university researcher to create a lengthy report on all the inhumane injustices that were witnessed there. So it did actually go to court, this place.
Wow.
Used to go on. There was excessive use of electroshock therapy, whether the treatment was warranted or not. So it was a case of you fucking just electrocuting people for the sake of it. Freaking horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, I thought you said something.
No.
So it says the visitors that go there now, because it is now used for like ghost hunting as such, and more of like a memorial kind of place, because it is a listed building, so you can't tear it down.
Very big.
It is one of the smaller ones compared to what some of these places are, but people who go in there saying they feel watched, they hear footsteps, and they've seen glowing lights, orbs, and sudden feelings of dread or depression.
Can you be like surprised with that?
Again, I think you're reacting off that energy from there before.
Sorry, I can't concentrate because like the
Yeah, no.
advert underneath.
So
is, like,
in
a woman
the
jiggling a bum.
on this website, there's like I'm reading all this, and then you get those adverts for the videos underneath. There's one of them underneath that's I can't show on screen.
Twerking.
Yeah, there's like things that can't be shown in this program. This show.
I mean,
no, it sounds fancier when we're a program. Can we be a program?
Yeah. Sorry, we'll call it a program. We could be on the TV, couldn't we? I don't know how long we would last. But yeah, so that's St. Augustine.
That's tiny, like compared to some that we've got anyway. That is tiny.
We know what's funny is when you go in one, like from the outside looking at it, like you're like, yeah, it's small. You go in there, dude, and not only that, but like if you think about it from like where you are going in there and not as a visitor, like you're going in there for some amount of time, that place is looking pretty big when you get in there. Which of course, the longer you spend, the smaller it gets. But I mean, at first you're like, this is a castle. Like I'm doomed.
Castle. You have
the castle.
Y'all live in a castle?
Hey, that was good. No, I don't. No, here.
Get out.
Do you share the next one?
You see what Chantel says? When someone gets in bed, they use me to rank their seriousness. Scales of 1 to 10.
How do you compare to Chantel? I'm like, I don't know. She's pretty tall.
No, are you sure you're going to get it right? Because it's difficult getting the pictures up.
No, it's not. I've just done it for you. Read away.
Okay, sorry. So this place is, I'm going to get it so wrong, Ararat Lunatic Asylum. It was renamed to Arrodale, which is a lot easier to say.
I was going to say it's easier to say.
A lot easier. It's in Victoria in Australia. It opened in 1867, this place.
Didn't fully shut
until 1997. That's when it shut. So that's recent.
Wow, in 97? Wow.
Yeah. So they had it going for a long time.
Though.
Yeah,
it does. It looked more like a hotel than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did get changed a lot. It was turned into a university.
Looks like a little fountain.
Towards the end. So it hasn't been an asylum the whole time. It has been a uni as well. It's housed tens of thousands of people. Some of the most violent criminals in Australia have stayed there that was too violent to stay in a traditional prison.
To stay in Australia, which was started as a prison colony. So there are people that were too violent to be in. Okay,
when the whole country is full of prisoners.
That's the whole reason that Van Diemen like that was based on. There was a prison colony, and there's people that were too brutal for that. Wow, I don't want to.
There's some serious freaking people.
Wow.
It had 13,000 patients who died within its walls.
13,000 people have died within its walls. That's a lot. But I don't know if that's official or is that someone just saying, it's 13,000. That's a lot. It's home to numerous spectres.
It's a ghost tour location.
Yeah, so it's now a ghost tour location in Australia.
That'd be cool.
That would be a cool place to go. And we've never been to one, Sam. Have we been to one?
No. Like I said, the closest one, when we're going to get to it, is the one that we live quite close to in Lincoln.
Yeah,
that was me close to actually going to one, but it's gone now.
It's housing estate now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that one, they're getting bigger. We'll get into the bigger ones now.
I'll do this for you.
I can do it.
I'll do it for you. It's okay.
Just sit there and drink your water, apparently, Tom. That's he's like,
oh, I'm good for. Yeah.
I love you, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers, thank you.
No, I'm just making it easy for you because I can be the little clickaroo and then you can just be the little speaker.
So I'm just like the reader. I feel like I'm back at school. I just have to read like the sentences.
There you go. I can read. Welcome to read.
Your turn to read. This place is quite cool. That'll be awesome to do that place.
Well, that looks there. That looks like a like a little
So what they've joined the buildings, haven't
walkway.
That'll be good to see you, Flog It and See. Thank you for joining us.
And I reckon there'd be a tunnel because normally what they would do in the basement, so they'd have like a tunnel to get from one building to another.
A lot of time though, that was for moving bodies and stuff. So obviously, people don't watch a body going past their window every day.
Well, you want to get to the girls' ward and the boys' ward because they'll normally be separate as well.
Yeah, it's a bit like being in the army, really.
And I wouldn't say the army.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did.
You got to get rid of the electrocution of the brain and. Unless you were electrocuted in the brain in the army.
Pretty much. That's why we're all fucked
Pretty
up.
much. I mean, from what I understand, that's
pretty much.
standard operation procedure.
Yes. So anyway, this one is Beechworth Asylum. That's right.
Yeah, Beechworth.
Also known as Mayday Lunatic Asylum, operated from 1867 to 1995. A lot of these are really recent.
Victoria.
Again in Victoria, Australia.
Oh, they like their asylums.
They had 9,000 people die in its walls. Are the Aussies like just killing people in these places? So,
Wait,
and they have like a whole country to do it. There's like so much land in Arizona, or in Australia. There's so much nothing. You could literally just. Yeah, I mean, okay.
I know it's so big. So they said that there's a train that actually travels from north to south, almost in a completely straight line, and I'm sure they say it takes over 2 weeks of non-stop travel to cross the country. That's how big it is. 2 weeks? I'm sure it is, yeah. Something like that. I'm sure I watched a thing on it, and that's how long it takes. It doesn't stop.
I'm not backing up with that one just in case you're wrong.
Is it like a workhouse in this country? Yeah, same sort of thing. That's how they kind of started workhouse, but then it turned into more of like a prison. And then they said it's prison for mentally ill people, and then it turned into like a hospital for patients and stuff. It's kind of gone like through phases.
Yeah.
And now it's a daycare center.
It says that there's still remains there. There's still bodies there.
What?
It says some still remain. So I'm guessing what they mean is there's still bodies that are located in this like building.
And
still.
some remain still. Yes, there's some
what they
people.
Would do is a lot of places would bury the people on the premises, like either indigent people or people that just had nobody. You know, they would either. They did. A lot of places would just bury them on premise.
Or burn the bodies.
Or burn the bodies, or donate it, or give them away, or sell it to a certain individual. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, and a lot of them are in unmarked graves as well. So like, if you was a spirit or you was a person, because you're still a human being, regardless of what you've done, you're gonna be pissed. If you're in an unmarked grave just in some ground, you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna haunt the place. You can't.
Well, it's really their fault for being poor now, isn't it?
True.
And crazy. No, I'm only kidding. That was so fucked up. I can't believe you agreed to that.
Kerry should sell them.
Yeah, sell them. Yep.
We're not getting into that topic again, Kerry. Come on now.
I wonder how much. That's probably why they did these places. Like whoever made this place made a mint selling the bodies.
Yeah,
like
probably.
Probably, yeah.
Have you read the next bit though?
What it say?
It said a woman who was thrown from the upper floor window just for being Jewish. The rabbi called to move her to the medical treatment, couldn't arrive in time to save her from the slow death out on Beechworth's lawn.
I don't think it was a slow death. You mean you fall pretty quick?
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you break your back and like you're splatted, but you're still alive, like, can you imagine? You're just like, kill me. Your bones are sticking out. You can't move.
Yeah.
Ugh, no thanks.
Another is a little boy, James, who talks to visiting children. There are ghost doctors, nurses, and patients. A whole cast of ghosts beside them. I'm sure this isn't just like some weird like horror abuse, like
no,
amusement park or something.
It'll be little facts, won't it?
I suppose, yeah.
Little facts.
It's a cool looking place. It's still like dilapidated and everything.
That's somewhere, you know, when you're like a kid and you see an abandoned place like that, that's somewhere you definitely go in. Like,
I would absolutely, until I found out what it was, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm good.
We used to do that. I remember there's one place, slightly off subject, but I suppose that kind of should have got me into the paranormal then. But there's a house on the outskirts of our village, all overgrown, and that was abandoned. And we went in there, and like there's whole like holes in the wall, in the ceilings, and everything. It's crazy. But the only thing that's in there, which was quite creepy, was dolls. Somebody had left like hundreds of dolls, like they all like kids' dolls everywhere. They were fucking everywhere. Like, I don't know if that was a prank or what, but there was hundreds, not just one.
I don't like that much. I don't like that much at all.
That was freaky as fuck. Like it's crazy.
So Flog at Sea's got something.
We have one where we live, and there's a graveyard at the back with mass. Yeah, so that was another thing there. Mass graves, big thing, especially when they had a lot of diseases go through, like influenza and stuff like that. They would just literally bury hundreds of people together. No thing or anything. When it was a hospital I worked in, did not. Freaking hell!
Wow,
it's crazy.
We met someone who's worked in a
Did he actually say "woo"? Way to go, Flogger.
Island Dolls. Yeah, it was like Island of the Dolls. It was fucking crazy. We had a good time there, but anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, so we've done that one. We're on the wrong one.
No, we haven't.
That is Beechworth. That's the one I
Kerry
just did.
says go back and get them.
I've done it in the wrong order then because that says Beechworth Lunatic Asylum
Right,
at the top.
so ignore Tom with his basically preparations.
But you doing the pictures, you did not match the picture with the fucking thing I'm reading.
This is Beechworth.
I missed this.
So that was Beechworth, yeah. Right, next. We've done that one.
So what was the one that we just held up then, Tom?
I don't know, Amy. You did it.
Do you want to
Oh, don't smile, Tom. That's going to make it worse. Don't.
Happy now?
Oh, wow. That's gorgeous.
Go back and get them. Yeah, I wish I could actually, Kerry. I think they actually turned it into a actual someone who lives there now. Not how. A bit weird.
Wow. Oh, that's in Ohio? Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah, especially that's very grand for its time. Definitely like.
Yeah, well, they had to make it look inviting though, Tom, because if it wasn't inviting,
this was
but it's like inviting but intimidating at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful but scary. I like it.
But then you think like, who paid for this? They clearly had a lot of fucking money, and they were making a lot of money to maintain somewhere like that. You need a lot of money income.
How much did they got per patient?
Per body, you mean?
Per patient as well. They got double the amount.
No wonder, like,
they got the amount for them to stay there, and then they got the amount to sell them.
So that's probably why a lot of them were just sent there because we're low on income this month. We need a few more in. Go round up some locals, like
round up some locals.
Yeah.
Like, hey, anybody here crazy? It's like I am.
Poor old blokes having a beer at the bar just gets pretty whisked away into the freaking asylum.
Well, there's too many women in the population. Let's get rid of some of the women.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Anyway.
You asked me that time. Jesus.
I like to live dangerously.
Yeah, you do. Apparently. Holy shit, dude. All right.
So this one is Athens Lunatic Asylum in Ohio.
Opened in 1874.
Are you picture or reading? We're crossing boundaries here?
A bit of both. A bit of both.
Well, know your boundary, please.
Know your place you about to say, didn't you?
No.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You might have.
So apparently in this place, it became very overcrowded. It was underfunded. Yeah, clearly doesn't look like it. It says underfunded. Have you seen the friggin' place?
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, it could look nice on the outside, and then inside is a mess, like me.
Maybe spend less money on the artwork and maybe a bit more on the patients.
Yeah, right.
It was notorious for patient abuse. Electroshock therapy was very common.
Became overcrowded. You missed that bit.
But the worst of all was its staff's frequent use of ice pick lobotomies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the ocular or the orbital lobotomy, I believe it's called.
Yes, so that is fucking horrendous.
So yeah, it might be pretty, flog it and see, but it's also where they have the ice pick lobotomies.
God. Flog it and see. I am not going to pronounce what you've just written there. I'll put it on the screen. That word is beyond me.
Brian Ford.
That's Welsh. That's Welsh. That's how you say it. I'm sure she sat there now like you're all fucking idiots.
We're gonna call it. That's the Boston Hospital Forden. So that's Boston.
So guys, if you want to search that is where Flog it and see actually works. Too much trying to get to me because they knew I could communicate. Evil place. That is crazy. I might try and bring that one up. Oh, okay.
Bryn Huffred.
Yeah, so it's Welsh, and this guy said
Bryn
Huffred.
I'm learning stuff. Thank you, Flogget.
Yeah, we're actually learning Welsh. You see, this show is multi.
My mum, right? She better read that because she did well, hasn't she?
Yeah. I love the diversity on this show. Program, sorry.
We even lose. Yeah, program. We're calling it program now. We're going up in the world.
Right.
Yeah, we're getting it right. We're
Chaos. We are awesome.
So the grounds are full of thousands of graves in this place containing unidentified patients. Like you said, that this is evil place. Apparently, inside there's supposedly an outline left from the dead body of a patient, unable to be removed by repeated cleaning.
Nice.
I know that's quite common, especially there's certain materials that if a body's been on it, you cannot get
like blood and that.
the stain out. Not necessarily blood; it's the decomposure of the body. It will stain it to a point of it'll never be removed, which is quite minging, to be honest.
It was when you were doing the little slappy slap noise.
Oh, slappy slap noise.
Ah.
Oh, I got a candle out. Cheap batteries.
Cheap batteries. Blame the battery, sure, Tom. See what you're up to.
Buddhists now have it as a meditation center. That's freaking insane. That'll be interesting to speak to them there. They know if they have any experiences. I've always been interested in that, like because obviously a lot of paranormal stuff's very much people that aren't religious and stuff. We're into this kind of thing, or Christians and stuff to some degree. But Buddhists, I've never really met a Buddhist that's into paranormal or anything. It'll be interesting to know if anybody actually is.
I might happen to know somebody.
Okay. Is he Buddhist?
He has a crazy story. This dude is one of the most amazing individuals. He works at the tobacco shop right next to where I work. His name is Billy. He is a very soft-spoken guy, big guy, very soft-spoken, and is very knowledgeable and worldly, and was a monk of some sort at some point, and I believe is digs on the supernatural. He's working tomorrow, so I will get a hold of him. I can actually probably text him after the show's over and see if what's up with that. If he'd like, you guys would love him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely hit him up. Yeah, we'll chat about that after the show, definitely. I love what Chantel put. So I guess I'll eat my KFC dunk wings later after decomposed body talk. Yeah, probably.
No, you got KFC and you ain't sharing, Chantel? Oh, sheesh. All right, man.
I wonder why KFC's like that.
Like every KFC in the world, it's always the same, isn't it?
No, it's not the same because McDonald's, y'all have shit over there we don't have here. We've been through this.
Everywhere.
Aren't you guys jealous of our McDonald's because of some of the stuff we can get?
Wow, Amy said that pretty you is. It's like,
no, I'm sure we've said about this before. I'm sure there's stuff on our menu that.
But I was I would totally buy that. Yeah, 100%.
There's some good stuff on theirs.
Have yours gone down the road of all this vegan stuff now and all that? Have your guys started doing that?
No. There's the Impossible Whopper at Burger King or whatever like that, but it's But that's either we're getting way off. Hey, we made it good though. 33 minutes before we started getting sidetracked.
Can't play that game, lol.
Yeah.
Oh no, Billy. No, Billy. We can play the game with Billy. Yeah, we can play the game. With
I love people like that. So they may have their own their own religion, and but they don't care what other people do. They're very much. They don't judge people.
No, I've had Billy on my channel. Actually, we did a show together once, and he's a really good guy. I can't say that.
Yeah. It's like vegan talk as well. I tried the vegan stuff and it was disgusting.
Some of it's all right.
I had the Impossible Whopper. It was tough to tell the difference. I mean, I enjoy a regular Whopper better, but I'm I was like, it's fine. It's fine.
It's how it's made. If you make it properly, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference between fake meat and real meat. You shouldn't be able to tell.
But there is a difference, so there's always going to be a difference.
Yeah, but tasting the difference is very difficult if you do it properly. Anyway,
plus it's like $90 a yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's stop talking about food. I'm fucking hungry.
This is freaking Gordon Ramsay's cooking show now.
Wow.
So this is quite nice.
Is this in the U.S.?
Yes, this is in the US. It's in Massachusetts. Originally named Salem Village. Huh?
I like it, obviously, Kerry.
Yeah, bless her. So this is the site of the famous witch trials of 1692, the Salem witch trials. It was.
I want to say this looks.
It was the inspiration for H.P. Lovecraft's Arkham Sanitarium. I'm sure.
I'm gonna imagine you said H.P. Lovecraft, just because I like picking. No, I know.
What did I say?
You said H. You guys just say it there. I'm just making. I'm sorry. I'm busting your balls.
No.
All right. I'm making fun.
I'm
taking a piss.
I love it. I love it when you say that.
We speak English. They don't.
We all speak English.
All right. So this was Arkham Asylum.
Yeah. Apparently, it's been called a modern concentration camp. Had severe overcrowding. Patients were routinely forgotten, often leading to accidental days in isolation or multiple days without food. It came to have the nickname the birthplace of the prefrontal lobotomy. So that's another one that's, yeah.
Which says quite a lot.
Before its almost total demolition, the abandoned asylum was famous for apparitions, ghostly lights, and unexplained sounds. So it's been demolished now.
That's a shame. That's a beautiful building.
It is a beautiful. Isn't it crazy? These buildings are so beautiful, yet there's so much horror that went on inside the wall.
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy. What's my? I'm sorry. Was I not moving fast enough with clicking the button?
You were taking too long.
Anyway, we do you want to skip to some of the good ones?
Should we do the Bracebridge one?
Yes, talk about your Bracebridge ones because we want to get onto the sleep experiment, don't we?
Yes.
And we don't want people falling asleep.
Hang on a minute, right?
Like me.
Fall asleep?
Yeah, me.
I've got to try and find it first. Give me a second. He's asking for a beating.
Did you not hear that door rattle then?
You'll get him, Amy. No, I'm not worried. As soon as the cameras go off, I know what happens.
Did you get an image of it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
See, that's why I do the images.
There we go.
Because I know where they are.
All right, shut up, freaking girl.
Wow, that happened.
So this is Bracebridge Heath Asylum. So to see it.
Hang on, I'm doing it.
All right, you do the pointing. You're just pointing. You're not saying anything.
That's the main entrance place, I'm assuming, right?
How am I supposed to annotate what you're pointing at when I don't even know what you're pointing at?
Right, this is the front door. This is the front of the building. Okay?
Well done.
Right,
Okay.
so I'm going to...
That's the side of the building.
All of this.
That's grass.
All of this. All of this. All of this. All of that. All of that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
Is all
So anyway, yeah.
a lot of people.
This asylum was that big, it actually crossed into 2 counties.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it also had a lot of tunnels underneath to get from one building to another.
So this is a place we used to live here, and we used to come down that top road along the top. You're pointing.
No, sorry. Okay, yeah.
The top road. No, that was the road. No, that was the front. That's where we used to come down. The front was around the back, so you couldn't see it.
I know, Kerry. I think I got to run away to Marty's. I'm spending the night over there. Mom and Dad
are arguing again.
Mom and Dad are fighting. I'm gonna go look. Go play Nintendo.
Plug it. So you said our candles flickering. Yeah, that's because the batteries are running out.
Yeah, we can't.
So guys, these candles, they're not real. They are battery operated.
What?
That's why they're flickering. Sometimes if they do keep flashing, that isn't normal. Sometimes they do flash, which isn't normal.
There you go, your information.
Yeah, I am going to bore them to death if I read all that.
Lunatic Asylum, serving.
Don't even get
What?
Don't even try. That's like a bloody essay. Go on then.
It was opened in 1820.
Yeah, pick out the end bits. Pick out the good stuff.
That's what I'm doing. Why do you do this to me every time?
Make you feel uncomfortable.
No, you can do it now. You can do it now. I'm not doing it.
No, I'm just reading. In fuck it, then McDonald's was like an apple pie with creamy sweet corn instead.
Fuck it. That's amazing. Awesome. I want to. Hey, where do you live? Fuck it. No, seriously, where do you live? I just told you.
So it's in like Lincoln / Sleaford.
Yes, it's in 2 counties. It's a massive place. This is the whole Midlands of the UK. This place was for, which compared to your place is like 1 city's worth.
I don't know. That's a lot of land. That's a big place.
Yeah, I think it's one of the main hubs for like mental asylums for the UK.
It was big. The hospital was subject to numerous additions over the following years to cope with increasing numbers of inmates.
Yeah, isn't it weird though how they always went like they added they didn't just build it like a square building, just keep adding on rooms. They built like long ones that went off and then a long one that went off that way. It's a bit weird the way they did it. Yeah, this was abandoned. You could actually go around there, not officially, but you could get into that and go around it. But it has actually been completely demolished, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's
gone.
now that
It's a
whole
housing
area you see
estate.
there now is a whole housing estate.
Yeah.
I guarantee people that live on that housing estate will have activity. Definitely in their houses.
New treatments and implemented on the Bracebridge Heath site, such as occupational and industrial therapies, and into the 1960s, the hospital looked to modernise its ageing campus and once again shed its old image.
It's been rebuilt loads.
Yeah, and it's also been extended loads.
This is long
extended loads.
It's closed in 1985. So part of it was closed in 1985, and then the rest was closed in 1989.
2012. It turned into a laundry complex.
Yeah.
A laundry complex?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so there's 20.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, these are internal images.
Yeah, these are all the internal.
If you just bring up the website, then people can see it.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to close this.
Yeah, so bring the website. We'll just show you these images, and then we'll talk about that sleep experiment. This is actually internal of the actual building, what was. So if you just bring it up a bit bigger, try and stretch it.
I'm going to.
Oh, no, you're going shorter, smaller. No.
Yeah,
just go like that. People can see that, I think. Yeah, so there's some of the images from inside this place. Really run down.
Yeah.
It'd have been so cool to go there, though.
Well, so I was going to go with my friends because there was a certain way of getting into the building.
Yeah, you could get into these places.
You'd have to go into like one of the windows that basically entered the basement, the actual.
Yeah, nope. So
nope. We didn't.
I would love that. I would love to do that. Like at night, that'd be fucking insane.
But some of it was.
Yeah,
really
it's all you, bro. Me and Amy are gonna go grab a bite to eat or something, dude. You can go into the basement of the haunted lunatic joint.
There was one place that was in Saxby. There was an office block. It only had 2 floors though. That was abandoned, and we used to go in there. And then me and my two of my mates, you had to jump this wall and basically get into it. And so we went in there and we're just going around, and then we could hear like music. And we're like, what the fuck? This place is massive. And then down this long corridor, you could see there was like, it's pitch black, but then there's a light on in a room in the middle of the building. I was like, and we're thinking, what the fuck's going on here? Went out and look. In the room, there was a chair, a TV on that was turned on, and like there was like a hot cup of coffee, and so there was somebody living in there in that building.
No shit.
But obviously heard us come in and were hiding somewhere from us.
That's not only is that creepy, but which is weird is that if there was an on television, that means there was still electricity running to the place.
Oh yeah, it's still electric and everything.
That's insane.
And then at that point, we're like, yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, because they're like, hey there,
we had no idea. Obviously, they're still there. They must have heard us and hid somewhere. And yeah.
Can I just say how
what a
scroller I am?
You are scrolling very well. Nobody's really watching the pictures.
Yeah, they are.
I was.
Thank you. This is the female ward now.
How do you know it's a female ward?
Because it said it was the female ward, East Wing.
Is it?
Yep.
Those narrow ass corridors too.
Very aggressive.
Those are man. It's terrible looking now, but I bet like in its heyday, it was absolutely.
Posh. Oh yeah, that was beautiful in its day.
See,
Kerry's watching it. Sorry, I'm sure to talk about my things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but by the time you get to the pictures, it's gonna be end of the fucking show.
No, it's not. I'm only doing like a couple more quick little scrolls, and then we'll go on to the.
It is cool though. I love those kind of places.
Yeah.
To look around. Like these
I never really, just growing up, there were never really a lot of abandoned places.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
No?
Where I was, which is crazy because I lived in a lot of different places, and there was just never really any abandoned buildings like that. So I guess I never really kind of had that experience, which kind of sucks because I'm sure it would have been fun. I mean, when I was a kid, I loved exploring. You know what I mean? Like. I don't know. It's too bad. I think that's one of the things that I'll just chalk up to things I regret I missed out on.
Yeah, and as you get older as well, you just become more in the sense of like, I don't know, you still love it, but then it's a case of.
It's like, oh God, I can't afford to miss work if I get arrested for trespassing.
Yeah, exactly. I
got bills to pay.
Yeah, and as a kid, if you get caught, it's a case of don't do
Yeah,
that
it's like,
again.
here's your parents. You're going to be grounded for a week and a half. Now it's like, all right, Mr. Werther, you owe us a shit ton of money, and now you have to hire a lawyer. And
yeah.
And I'm like,
That's it.
monies? I don't have that.
You just got to say you identify as a child, and then they can't.
Let's identify as a child. They'll be like, that checks out. They'll be like, that 100.
You can identify as anything nowadays, can't you?
So that was Bracebridge Heath Asylum, or
It's a cool place. It's a shame we never.
or it was actually called St John's Hospital.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we were there were what? Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it was a good long while.
It got to be nearly 10 years ago. Jesus, I'm getting old. But
Right.
Yes, you are.
Did you close that whole window? Because the sleep experiment thing's like.
Oh shit! I did as well.
No, you can still open it. It's not closed properly. Oh, it's gone.
It's fine. It's
I've got
fine.
pictures. I'll show you pictures in it.
Yeah, you do the picture.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't go there because that would have been so cool to do something like that now.
It would have been. It would have been.
Please wait 2 seconds.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yes.
No, what the hell are you on now?
I'll play the harmonica while I'm say.
Can you actually play that?
Maybe.
That's so fucking cool. I love harmonicas. I love them. I really wish I could play one.
Right, there we go. Right, that's fine. All right now.
You have to teach me when I come see you.
You got it. You got yourself a deal.
Right, yeah. So this is the Russian sleep.
No.
Why are you doing
Medical
now?
first.
Oh God, do the fucking medical then.
Oh shit. So hey, subject change. Whoa, that is gross.
Yeah, they were hydro baths.
Yeah. So they would.
See, how do you?
They would basically like zip people.
You'd have your head sticking out here, and it's like just like a hot bath.
But
Which I'd find that quite.
no,
cool.
no.
Nair.
It was actually, in some respects, actually a little bit of a punishment because they used to do it too hot, which burned the victims in there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't pleasant.
Well,
And
I
They're not
want
going to
that.
be like, here's a nice
Wonder.
warm bath for you, Tom. We'll put a little bath bomb in there, and would you like a mimosa or something like that, sir?
Give me grapes or something. Yeah, that'd be nicer.
And also, as well, they would also sometimes put ice water in there as well, which is good apparently for
Marty's
circulation.
making sandwiches.
Yeah, no, Marty's internet is shite, unfortunately, and he couldn't. He was having technical. We all had technical. I had technical issues to begin with.
Yeah,
Marty's just terrible. That's it.
So that's something that we do still keep, technically, if you think about it, because we've got like hot tubs. Then obviously, then you also
we've just turned like hydro baths into hot tubs that are now in spas.
and also
So I suppose a spa is a form of asylum now.
you can get modern.
People
like,
actually pay to go
hydro
there.
baths. But also, then if you think about the ice baths, technically have that as well for circulation in spas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A
That's
spa
true.
is just a voluntary asylum. You go there to be tortured with different methods and say it's good for you.
Well, look at a hot tub. You're cooking yourself. You're literally cooking yourself. That's why you can't spend extended times in there, because you're literally just cooking
You're
yourself.
literally in a slow cooker.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You're slow cooking yourself when you do it.
It's so fucked up, isn't it?
Some images.
Well, you guys are getting one.
Yeah.
Some images you may find disturbing, so there is a warning that's there for you.
I'm pretty good at that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good. We got to start doing a warning before every show, because I feel that
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was shock therapy.
As you can see, this
Great.
man is clearly enjoying his experience.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Straight to your temples,
Literally.
like.
Yeah, and they would just keep doing that as well every single session, to the person. To the
And
point
it was
where
up
they
to
would
the
literally-
it was up to the doctor too, for how much, how long, what voltage.
Yeah,
And if they weren't insane before that, they definitely were fucking after it.
yeah.
Like that just, yeah.
They used to do that as well on people that used to basically hear things. That this would basically stop the voices.
So that one, and then we'll go on to the thing.
Plug and C says they still do that. Wow, that's brutal.
I don't even know what that is. You didn't know what
Yeah, I think
that is. This is a factual show. We can't get
yeah,
this wrong.
that's fine. I believe.
So you believe, you don't know.
I'm 90.
They put him in a meat smoker? Oh my God, no! Although
one
that's,
hell of a
that's
barbecue.
fall right, that's fall right off the bone eating once that's done though.
I believe this was a form of radiotherapy. I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. At least when it closes, you've got a little fan for your face. Keep your face nice
I
and
mean,
cool.
she's smiling.
Yeah, look at she's having a whale of a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is so. The nurse or the patient? Because the nurse is like, yeah, I'm gonna get it.
That was clearly an image out of the brochure.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were like, come to Fun Zapsville.
Yeah, Kerry, they would have fried your brain.
Oh shit! I hear voices.
Yeah, they would have fried your brain, Kerry. You'd have been.
Unless you mean, oh
Yeah,
shit, you hear voices like right now.
Literally, yeah, you're literally hearing voices right now. Oh,
Yeah, unless you're literally hearing stuff right now. Yeah. In which case,
probably
probably
Dave
said hello. It's Dave.
Yeah, Dave's just trying to get your attention, Kerry.
This is the
I love
last
Dave.
image.
What a good guy.
Yeah, so this is some of the other things.
It's a kid in a box.
Literally. Kid in a box.
That actually the one on the right looks like my high school classroom.
Yeah.
I think that's me up front, actually.
It is fucked up. I mean, I know there's some people that are like they're dangerous to themselves and others that need certain things to contain them, but there's a limit. I think that they did.
See, the guy on the left is hoping he never goes home. He's so excited. He's like, God, yes.
That image on the left there with the kid in the box, that's like my childhood. That's what I used to do. I used to climb in boxes.
You used to climb into crates?
Yeah.
Man, you were a boring
when my dad used to
individual.
buy me like presents, I used to love the box. I didn't care about the present. I love the box. I'll sit in the box.
I used to sit in refrigerator boxes when I was a kid.
You did,
All right, I'll
as
give
a
it
kid,
to
you
you.
loved the box.
But it wasn't just a refrigerator box, man. That was a spaceship, or that was a Ghostbusters ecto container unit, containment unit.
Yeah. Electroconvulsive therapy is a psychiatric treatment where generalized seizure is electrically induced to manage fracturing mental systems. Wow.
I think it's a lot more controlled now than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Where it's a lot more watched over, and I'm
There's
trying
a
to
lot
think
more
of
research and science behind it.
Yeah, and then it's not just people. It's like, let's crank this sucker up to smoking and just hit them with it.
The other thing behind this, that like to find out how it works, unfortunately, you had to test on people, and they were the guinea pigs to find out. There's a thing with medicines and science. You have to test the limits to find out what works and what doesn't. Otherwise, you don't know.
I agree with you to a degree. I also think that specifically in that instance, or whenever there's an infancy of science or any kind of advancement, technological or otherwise, you're going to have somebody that wants to take it too far for their own personal sick gains. And it's just like that in every facet of life. Not specifically for the advancement, but I think it's just much more opportunity when it comes to, especially back in the days where everything wasn't super regulated and there wasn't somebody breathing down your back all the time, especially with stuff, again, like in psychiatric wards or hospitals that they were, using and doing. And there was just a lot of like, well, what happens if I do this? And it's like, oh, they didn't like that. I did. And then it's like, oh, that's not good. So, well, I'm sure that there were people that were trying to help. There were a lot that just kind of took it.
Yeah, there's always that one person that's just a fucking idiot. Like, there's all, and there always will be, unfortunately. And I do find when we talk about these asylums, like, I suppose Hitler and that he just basically did it on a fucking massive scale.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what he was doing, and it's fucked up. But anyway, so this is the Russian sleep experiment. This might scare the fuck out of you, this image. So please look away if you want to. So we don't.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. So this there's no actual.
It's an urban legend.
It's an urban legend, but they did actually do this experiment. So in the 1940s.
I think I dated her.
You read then. You have put your reading voice on.
Reading voice.
You do a reading voice.
Put your reading voice on. That was adorable.
Ready for the reading voice? Let's go.
Russian researchers in the late 1940s kept 5 people awake for 15 days using experimental gas-based stimulant. They were kept in a sealed environment to carefully monitor their oxygen intake so the gas didn't kill them. Since it was a toxic in high concentrations, this was before closed-circuit cameras, so they had only microphones and 5-inch thick glass porthole-sized windows into the chamber to monitor them. The chamber was stocked with books, cots to sleep on, but no bedding, running water and toilet, and enough dried food to last all 5 for over a month. The test subjects were political prisoners deemed enemies of the state during World War II. Everything was fine for the first 5 days. The subjects hardly complained, having been promised falsely that they would be freed if they submitted to the test and did not sleep for 30 days. Their conversations and activities were monitored, and it was noted that they continued to talk about increasingly traumatic incidents in their past, and the general tone of their conversations took on a darker aspect after the 4 days mark. So I don't want to read too much of it because then it'll just get too.
Yeah, so basically it gradually got worse and worse and worse. So after so long, so after 5 days, they would complain about the circumstances that they're in, and they had severe paranoia. It says after 9 days, they would start screaming. They would start running the length of the chamber, just screaming at the top of their voices for like 3 hours straight. It did get quite crazy, but all of a sudden they said the screaming would just stopped after a certain point, and they would then start just whispering into the microphones, but in a
a creepy voice.
Yeah, nothing that you could understand what they were saying really. So
they
were going basically insane.
3 more days passed.
Yeah, so 3 more days passed. They checked the microphones to make sure they were working, since they thought it was impossible that no sound could be coming with 5 people, because no sound was happening basically.
On the 14th
so they thought, what's gone on? Have they died or anything like that?
On the 14th day, the researchers did something they said they would not do and get a reaction from the captives. They used the intercom inside the chamber, hoping to provoke any response from the captives they were afraid were either dead or vegetables.
Oh, so that might.
Oh,
yeah, 2 weeks home.
Oh, okay.
I'll mute my mic for a minute.
They were told to basically that they were going to test the microphones to step away from the door and lie flat on the floor, or you'll be shot. To their surprise, they heard a single phrase in a calm voice saying, "We no longer want to be freed." Yeah.
Dun, dun,
dun. So basically, I'm just trying to get to like what actually happened to him.
They all got jobs at Wendy's.
Louder than ever, and so did the soldiers. They then saw what was inside. 4 of the 5 subjects were still alive, although no one could rightly call the state that any of them in life.
Yeah.
Food rations past day 5.
Yeah, so after 5 days they stopped eating. None of them ate.
None of it was touched. There was chunks of meat from the dead test subjects' thighs and chest stuffed into the drain in the centre of the chamber, blocking the drain and allowing 4 inches of water to accumulate on the floor.
Wow!
Surviving test subjects also had large portions of muscles and skin torn away from their bodies. The destruction of the flesh and exposed bone on their fingertips indicated that their wounds were inflicted by hand, not with teeth, as the researchers initially thought. The abdominal organs below the ribcage of all 4 test subjects had been removed, while their heart, lungs, and diaphragm remained in place. The skin and most of the muscles attached to the ribs had been ripped off, exposing the lungs through the ribcage. Most of the soldiers were Russian special operatives at the facility, but still many refused to return to the chamber to remove the test subjects. They continued to scream to be left in the chamber, and alternatively begged and demanded that the gas be turned back on, lest they fall asleep. So they didn't want to fall asleep.
Basically, yeah. So the whole idea of this thing was like what would happen. I think the idea was it was a military experiment to see if they can get soldiers to stay awake for longer, because the other one have the advantage in warfare, because it's during World War II. But it did went a bit like fucking crazy.
So it says like right at the end, the second survivor had been the first of the group of 5 to start screaming. His vocal cords destroyed, He was unable to beg or object to surgery, and he only reacted by shaking his head violently in disapproval when the anaesthetic gas had brought near him. So he didn't want to have no surgery to basically help him. And then I believe right at the end, one of the patients basically says that I must remain awake. And then after that, one of those subjects they said, just keep cutting, basically. Just keep cutting. He didn't want to have no anaesthetic. He wanted to feel the pain.
Jesus.
I think basically this gas made him go absolutely insane to the point of they didn't even know they were human anymore. They were just absolutely they almost went back to animal instincts.
Yeah, they reverted. Yeah,
which is quite horrific. So that's a nice bedtime story for you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's one of those experiments you think you hear about in movies, but it actually happened. It's not.
Oh yeah,
truth is stranger than fiction, man, for sure.
We're not sure if that's, like I say, it's people believe it's more of an urban legend.
Was it like a nerve gas? Yeah. So the gas was militaries, obviously, as you know, experiment with different gases, and during World War II, is a big thing to try and create a super soldier sort of thing. Mm-hmm. The idea was to try and get somebody that could fight without stopping, or you know what I mean, no like they say, no
eating, sleeping, all the things that make you human.
Yeah, and gas and stuff and chemicals was massive. It still is. I mean, we did when I was in. I'm sure Jeff was in the army, wasn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll agree. Like he did it as well. You do CBRN training, which is chemical, biological, radiological, and neurological warfare, and it is very real, as you've seen with Russians invading Ukraine. There's some scary shit out there that you won't believe what it could do to human populations. And it's what we play around with because we're fucking stupid.
So now, Hefty, you know about the Russian experiment.
So
I have learned so much on this show today. I don't even know where to begin. I can now fluently speak Welsh. Welsh, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Welsh.
Okay, so, all right. I learned about the Russian thing.
Yeah.
And that Tom is the best water drinker ever, and that Amy should do the pictures and the narrating.
Yeah. I guess. Been quite well.
That's pretty. I don't know. I learned some other stuff too. Thank you.
Flog and see. It's worth it. It's called the Russian sleep experiment. It's worth reading through that. I say there's not really been any proof that it did happen, but like everything, if there's a story behind it, there's some sort of proof.
If you type it in YouTube, the Russian sleep experiment, like a creepypasta, there's some really good narrators that read the story with pictures that pop up. They're really good.
I'm sure there's actually been a film on it as well.
Yeah.
There's been a movie that was made about it, so it probably is real.
But it is that time.
Yeah. So after that horrific story, it's now time to
lighten up the mood.
End the show with our obviously. I was about to say shot in the dark. Jeez, I've gone back 6 months.
That has gone.
With our
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, thank you. Jesus.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Cards Against Humanity. So,
excuse me for 2 seconds, will you, folks? Get the setup going. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. Poor old Marty obviously didn't make tonight. His internet is crap, so he couldn't make it tonight. He will be here with us next week.
Maybe if we don't kick him off.
Kerry, hopefully he gets well soon. We can't wait to see you back next week. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I did have an idea, but I can't remember. You guys in the chat also, if you've got any ideas of stuff you want us to talk about or do or whatever, let us know and we'll do the show on it. We're open to any ideas. Just drop us a message and we will do it.
As long as it's appropriate.
Well, then again, our show's never appropriate, to be fair.
Well, I mean, we try to keep it PG.
I will tell you guys, I've been saying about the investigation we did at your mum's before we moved. I have reviewed, 95% of footage. I've just got a little bit left of the full spectrum camera to view. But the normal camera, we didn't get anything. We got one, tap.
You can't really,
you just never know that, and it was in the same place as that we got that hi.
Yeah.
The woman saying hi, but that night for some reason it just didn't happen. As you guys know, it can come and go, and unfortunately that didn't happen. So we will be doing another video again soon, though, hopefully with some of our dolls. She was sending a photo of the special window. Oh, okay. Okay, Flog and see. I cannot wait to hear from Caitlin.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, drop us a message on either on Facebook Messenger or anywhere. You know where we are. I cannot wait. You got me excited. No.
Apologies.
I liked his toys, obviously.
I like my.
Oh, great! He's got a good show idea. I'm sure that's gonna be fantastic.
I'll tell Hefty and he can. Yeah. Let us know. Let us know what the good show idea is.
I will. I'm actually excited to hear this. I'm busting his balls right now, but I'm very.
I'm just telling the guys that Hefty that obviously that video. You know, we did the investigation at her mum's before we moved.
Yes.
We didn't get
nothing
anything.
After all that reviewing and all the footage. You got nothing.
There's a little bit I've got to review, another 20 minutes of the full spectrum, but
that's the way it goes, isn't it?
It's the way it goes. It can come and go, like we said. It's on and off, but yeah, we didn't get anything, so
that's
hopefully
okay.
We'll do. We'll get some more of these guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off at your balls in the ghost at your place. They haven't been setting off any cat balls, nothing lately.
Nothing tonight. I mean, that other night.
Really, you're Bobo. I'm disappointed in you, Bobo. You specifically. I'm disappointed in you, bud. You can't even make the cat ball light up. You fucking love that thing. Nothing. Jeez, thanks a lot for
they
nothing.
Usually react to you as well when you talk.
I know they love me. Dead people love me, I guess, but apparently not enough to make anything happen because they're all lazy. That's right, you're lazy people, dead people.
All right, so yeah, we are going to do Cards Against Humanity. Please join in, you guys in the chat. It is just a bit of fun. Please don't take it seriously.
If you're easily offended, get out now.
And we will stick with the rules. Whoever has the question then is the one that basically.
There's only 3 of us, though.
Yeah, there's only 3 of us.
No, audience.
All right.
Audience.
Okay.
All right. Well, how about you just do the questions then, and then you can decide who wins.
I'm not gonna do it every time. I like doing the answers.
We will alternate questions.
Yes.
We'll alternate.
Yes.
Okay. So, taps been turned in. Had taps. Oh, sorry. I'm just reading. Should I do the Dolderson messages?
Oh yeah. That's the one I was telling you about, Tom. That I sent you the video to.
Yeah.
I'll resend it.
Yeah, resend it because I've definitely lost that. Doing it. We have the taps being turned on flat out with one of them. That's interesting, Flog and see. We'll
have that one.
Yeah. We need to talk. Anyway, I know you said you let Caitlin drop us a message, so yeah, can't wait. Let's go.
First one.
First question.
It's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with.
Have I got to pick 10 again and pick one?
You just pick whatever you want.
I'll just pick a group then. Right.
So first one, it's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with.
I'm going to go with floating down the Hudson River with the other garbage. It's the New York thing. But anybody in New York.
Drugs. Flog says drugs. Yeah, that's quite, true. I'm going with mouth herpes.
Wow. Yeah, they do have that, don't they? Kids are disgusting.
That's quite a...
Thomas, paint on an electric fence.
We've all done it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Common Core Math.
Common Core Math. Oh. I don't know if they have that where you guys are. I think that might just be an American thing. So you used to just be able to add numbers or multiply numbers. No, it's a whole to-do now. It's a fucking mess. Like, just look up.
It's like you've got to be able to show how you worked out even with a simple like question. So
no, not even. It's the stupidest thing you have ever seen in your life. If you really want to just see how stupid we are, just Google or YouTube Common Core Math explained when this is over. You'll be like, wait, what the hell is wrong with you people?
You've been just knowing it to be a teacher. Like that's.
I suppose. But
it's like a puzzle now.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
So I'm gonna go with.
So who's doing?
Flog it and say drugs.
Okay. All right.
That's probably the most true answer, to be fair.
Drugs. You can do the question.
I'll do the next one.
Because obviously, Flog it and C can't do a question.
So the one, it's quite a simple one. Common Core Math for Mindfuck. I'm definitely not going to do that tonight because I want to be able to sleep, but I will do tomorrow. Amy probably will tonight, to be fair. So the one is, why am I sticky?
Why am I sticky?
Why am I sticky?
All right. Amy, would you like to go first since you are
Hang
indeed?
on, 2 seconds. I know she's just laughing at some of the answers I had.
Mine was easy.
Okay.
There you go.
Touching a pug right on his penis.
No way. Is that really the answer?
Yeah.
All right. I already think you win. I was gonna say your weird brother, but yours is like, yeah. All right. I can't even. Yeah. Yeah. Window licking.
Oh, Floggett's nephew's trying to tell her about Cormac. Oh, okay, it's quite a big thing there. Window licking. Yeah, that's yeah. I suppose you would be.
It was that on my vagina.
Yep, we are a program, kids.
Yeah.
Program. We're fancy.
What? There's no kids in there.
There isn't any more.
No,
Parents
you
have just
got-
gone, oh fuck, and just turn it off.
I don't know,
Mute.
we always play this game on this channel.
Yeah. That's why we never get any more people viewing because.
Say,
swimming maple syrup.
I'm gonna go with Amy.
see? Flog it, see,
There you go. See, flog it and see. There you go. Swimming in maple syrup.
I'll decide the
I'm gonna stick with the pug one though.
yeah, I think you
Yeah, you won with the pug one. Yeah, that was the pug one.
If anyone's got a pug, I'm sure people have. They are quite disturbing. They're quite dirty bastards.
Yeah, check out.
He is. Hefty knows. Like Georgie boy is a dirty pig.
These are dirty. That's why we get along so well.
Yeah.
Do you want to go next, Hefty, or do you want me to?
Have you got questions, Hefty? Or do you want to
Yeah, I'll go for a question. Let's see. One second. Oh, okay. 1 star. Do not go here. Found blank in my fettuccine alfredo.
Summit's been found in your.
Yeah, it's a 1-star rating. Do not go here. Found blank in my fettuccine alfredo.
Okay, yeah.
American Pie experiments. Amy, go right ahead.
Pedophiles.
Wow, that was in your chicken nut. All right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Tom, what do you got, buddy?
I have got Barack Obama.
Okay. T-Bone says mayonnaise. Oh God. Kerry says nail clippings. Tui's got a pre-broken noodle. Italians will know what I'm saying. Oh man. Oof.
Sure, that one.
Oof. I was gonna say man meat, but that goes along with kind of like teas, which is really funny.
I've got another answer.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go with Tui's with a pre-broken noodle. Just because every Italian out there right now is like, hey, that's what am I talking about?
You know how we snap pasta?
Yeah.
You do not do that if you're Italian. Hell no.
I'd do it in front of them.
They hate it.
They
fucking hate it.
The noodles? Oh boy, my buddy
noodles. They are like,
it's not gonna be
no, definitely not. You don't do that. They go insane. Crack alley
crumbs, gross. Gross.
That's fucking big. Yeah, go on.
What will always get you laid?
All right.
I've got some really shit ones.
Do you want mine then?
Yeah, there you go. I have got. Not that, but I'm smoking a ball right now.
That's what's up, Goons.
I'm
gonna be with you before too long, little buddy. I'll be with you before too long.
Have one for me. Have one for me.
So what will get you like money?
So Rob says money. Yeah, that's true.
Ambien. It's a sleeping pill.
Well, yeah, true. Okay. I'm going with edible underwear.
Oh, ooh, wow. I'm gonna go with a horde of Vikings.
Yeah, it was
because if you don't want to give it up,
guaranteed.
you get it. So
I had a bleached arse on.
You're doing the question.
That's one of my favorite answers and one of my favorite things in the world.
Please
All
answer.
wrapped up in one beautiful thing. That's right.
I like Jeff's
You
answer.
one little two.
Like Jess, you like Jess? Yeah. You know what?
I
Let's
like
give
Jeff's answer now that I knew what it was. So yeah.
Ambient. Yeah. Okay. It's all right. So
Yeah.
he wins out. Ambient was pretty good. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Oh, it's me again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It is. What's that smell?
Oh, I almost read that one earlier. All right. Oh man, my answer is right here.
You're straight on it. Straight on it.
Already
Have you already got it? You guys already got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
You got yours, Amy? Go first, please.
8 ounces of sweet Mexican black tar heroin.
Ooh, all right. Tom, what do you got?
I won't go one. I've got
Hefty. Oh, thanks, Kerry. That's real fucking nice.
Oh,
Jeff wants a lawyer. Good to see you, Tuna.
Tuna.
Hey,
Flogging
Tuna.
C says fairy dust. Is it up for the previous one? I think it was.
I can still do with this one.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Can't you smell that smell? Oh,
It's a song. It's a song.
Oh, okay.
About smoking weed.
Oh, his answer is I want a lawyer.
Nobody. Kerry said me.
Oh,
That was her answer. My answer is our dildo. Our dildo.
Our. Yeah, you say
are.
Our, yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
Our.
That's quite fucking gross.
That's quite a good answer, though.
Let's share it.
That was a good answer.
That's what I'm saying. That's
That's a good one.
Oh, I'll go with that. Although I do like Kerry's. That was quite quick.
all right. So I think we should give it to Kerry then.
Yeah, that was quite good, Kerry. That was quite quick.
I thought the dildo was better.
It was better, but Kerry was on it.
Kerry's was very personalized. It made me
Yeah,
laugh
that's
and
pretty
sad
good.
at the same time. So it was good.
Go on then.
Let's see.
I haven't even got new cards.
What makes life worth living? What makes life worth living? Thanks for tuning in, Tuna. See what I did there?
I was doing different ways of this. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit weird.
You got an answer?
Yeah.
Amy, you all set, kid? You need a second.
Good luck.
This show. Oh, cheers
that
to
has
you.
to win. That has to win. You pay me now.
Kerry can't answer twice. Well, that is. Oh, you are the
Getting
sweetest.
royalties. Hefty.
What was the question again?
What makes life worth living?
Yeah, what makes life worth living?
The Holy Bible.
Shit. That's quite.
Well, that was deep.
Yeah, that was. Oh.
Okay. I was going to say an older woman who knows her way around the penis, but.
Oh my god.
Okay, some sort of religion in there because
So we've gone from religion to just being sucked off by a grandma.
Yeah. Well, hey. Oh yeah. I guess at my age, that's. Yeah.
Says
chocolate. Oh, that's fair.
I was gonna go with landmines.
Landmines. Landmines is a boy.
I can't live unless you stand on one.
I had like loads. I had surprise sex.
That's true.
I had my relationship status.
Oh,
that's so sweet. You should have gone with that one. You went with the Bible over that?
Amy brought it back to reality for a minute, yeah. And then we went bad.
Girls that have the winner have to. Yeah, that's sure. I get a sweet gum job.
And then I thought getting weed, having a few kids, taking some pictures, retiring to the south of France, and then dying.
That just reminds me of you've seen American Pie, you know, with the old grandma hooker takes the teeth out.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I don't know. Man, that's going to be a tough one. Man, Amy, I wish you had said that relationship one because I would have definitely declared you the winner on that one.
I had quite a few. I wasn't sure where to go with it.
I know. It was.
The Bible, though, guys. Come on, you got to be Christians.
Yeah, I'm not religious.
Definitely not Christian at all. This is not a religious show by any
means. I'm going to again give it to Kerry because it was again about me.
What?
So I
Yeah.
wait, no. Was that the same one? Or is she
Yeah,
already
no,
have
No,
this-
it's the same one, Tom.
Oh, it's the same
Any
one. All right,
veggies?
okay. So hold on. So then we're gonna go with
And you stop. Yeah.
landmines, Tom. I don't know.
I'll
You know
go
what?
Rob.
Me?
He said
I'm
this show.
going with me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure I can vote for myself, so I'm gonna go with me.
Kerry was happy then, and now you just said that she's not
Yeah,
going
you
to.
just-
You
you
just,
just
you
made
just
it
shat on her party there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kerry.
All right, we'll have one quick last one.
right.
So go all out. Any answer.
I'll do it.
One quick last one. All out on this one.
What did Vin Diesel eat for dinner?
What did Vin Diesel eat for dinner?
Got it.
I've got it. I'm gonna have an answer even though I'm not actually.
Oh wait, no, Kerry did say Hefty for this.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
She
Yeah,
did.
she did.
Okay, so it's two separate ones. Okay, then I'm definitely gonna give it to Kerry. All right, so if I take that back, Kerry is now the winner from last round again. I step down and give it to Kerry.
What did Vin Diesel eat for
Who did
dinner? I've got it.
Kevin Hart.
That is good. That
good.
is good.
Is that what you said? That's pretty good. What do
If
you,
anyone can beat that now, because that's good.
Harry R's? D's? I know D's nuts D. All right. I got Harry R's. What do you got, Tom?
I am going with a ball of earwax, semen, and toenail clippings.
Wow, I'm going with
That's
that's quite the compilation. I'm going with my little boner.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
I had the Jews.
Oh, Amy, you've really gone there tonight. You've really gone there. Holy shit.
Sheesh. Wow, well, if you're going out on it, you're going out on it.
So, thank you, Jeff.
Ooh, ooh.
Boner. Chantal, this is mom. This is getting dark.
Oh, it's in that thing.
Wow.
Seagull. Was it?
No, you can't backpedal now.
What's that one that guy goes and he calls over and he goes, "Hey you, what's your name?"
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you.
I've got to go with Rob. Kevin Hart.
That was good. Way to go, Chewy. Kevin Hart. That was the first one. All right.
You've done well tonight, done well. All right, anyway, it's time to love yous and leave yous all. We'll be back next week. Hopefully Marty will be on. He might not be employed anymore, but he might be on.
I don't think he's going to be going. Got the cut.
Bless him, he has a hard life.
Kerry, you've got a real tough life making sandwiches and lasagna and washing the box. Yeah, it's
I bet he says all this, but I bet
Marty.
Kerry actually does all the work. I bet he doesn't do it.
Yeah, you know it. You know she does. You saw in her battle outfit the other night on the fucking polos.
And lighting all these 20 candles.
Yeah, like these 20 candles.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Anyway, everybody, thank you in the chat tonight. It's been awesome. You've been cracking as always. Blog and see. Can't wait to hear from Caitlin. Happy Easter, everybody. Kerry, get well soon. I don't know. But yeah, much love to you all. Been cracking, especially Hefty having you back.
It's nice to be back. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah, happy Easter. Have a cracking weekend, and we shall see you next week.
Stay spooky.